Hi, my name is Amanda Morgan, and I am the marketing director at Eckert. I served in the restaurant for several years, came back on breaks from college, holidays, different things like that. And then Adam and I got married. We lived in the Ozarks for a very short period of time, which I absolutely hated, and was looking for a job upon my return to this area. And Jill offered me a position at the Millstadt farm where I worked for one fall season. And then that transitioned into Jill and I working together to try to figure out marketing, which neither one of us had any real idea of what we were doing. So it was very much a learn as you go job in the beginning. Well, since I've worked here for 20 years, there are a lot of things stand out, but the one thing that I will never forget is when I was 19 or 20, one of my coworkers, one of the servers in the restaurant, she actually came in early on a weekend morning and washed her hair in the dish sink. I'm not sure if it's my favorite thing, but somewhat known for not being scared to put on a costume to get a good picture or create something funny on social media. So been in strawberry costumes, apple costumes, Easter bunny, Santa, you name it, I'm willing to do it.
So my name is Jerry Hearn, and I started working at Eckert's in 2005. So I've been here 19 years. Really, I started working at Eckert's because, to be honest, I needed a job. I had gone to school at McKendree and got a teaching degree and taught at Edwardsville High School. And I got riffed in my first year. I got let go because I didn't pass the tax referendum. And I had student loans. And I had worked in the nursery industry in high school and in college, just working at a wholesale nursery, and needed a place to make some money to pay back those student loans. And Eckert's had an opening in the garden center for a nursery manager, and I came in for an interview with Amanda and ended up getting the job, and that's how I started at Eckert's. So it was a stepping stone for me at the time, but it ended up being a place that I really fell in love with and wanted to stay at because I felt like, number one, I enjoyed the work I did being outside and working with people. It was a different way for me to teach people. Instead of being in a classroom, I was able to teach them out in the field about fruits and vegetables where they came with pick your own, or I could teach them about different plants and the horticulture in the nursery. And I also just really enjoyed working with the Eckert family and getting to know them on a day-to-day basis. And over time, that relationship has really grown, and I feel like it's a part of my own extended family in my day-to-day work, and I can bring my kids in. I have 4 boys, and my sons have worked here now, the 3 older ones. Nolan's not quite old enough yet, he's only 10, so they've all had different experiences, whether it's in pick your own or helping on the farm side of things or in the warehouse now where I currently work. But it's really just become a part of my identity, working on the farm or working in the warehouse. And just growing fruits and vegetables is something I never thought I would do when I was a kid, but I've really fallen in love with a different way to teach people about the world around them and how agriculture is the most fundamental and important endeavor that anybody can take part of, just to grow food for themselves and for their friends and their family. So my favorite job I've done is I love, driving a tractor around, taking people out on the wagon, or I really enjoy working on equipment, as far as skid loader or excavator. It's not always the best use of my time anymore, but I really do love getting out there and using and operating equipment. Is very enjoyable for me. That's my long-term goal, is to be part of the Senior Citizens Tractor Driving Union. The craziest thing is when we were getting ready to build the new store, now not as new of a store, in 2009, when we took down what were called the outdoor restrooms at the time. We brought the pumpkin cannon over from Millstadt, and we shot cans of sauerkraut and jelly out of the pumpkin cannon to destroy it on TV with Tim Mazzell and Fox 2. So that was probably the craziest thing, but it was a very enjoyable and fun experience that day.